You know him best as a member of the two-time Grammy-nominated group, the Jonas Brothers. Nick Jonas and two of his brothers, Joe and Kevin, formed the group back in 2005. Nick went on to have a successful solo career while also making appearances on the silver screen, Jumanji, for example, TV, Broadway. Jonas Brothers reformed in 2019, released the album Happiness Begins, which debuted as #1 on the Billboard charts to 200. And while not on stage, Nick has also enjoyed some time on the golf course, making his inaugural appearance at the American Century Championship, Lake Tahoe, this past summer, where he joined other celebs and athletes working on his tan, working on his short game. And then in October, PXG announced that they were partnering with the pop superstar to release a new golf-inspired apparel line, the PXG Nick Jonas Capsule Collection. It's available today. And to celebrate the launch, PXG is hosting a pop-up event in New York City, which is where we find the man of the hour, Nick Jonas. Nick, thank you for your time. I know that you're a sucker for this game, but how did this collaboration with PXG come about?
That was a phenomenal intro, by the way. I got to give you some credit there. Thank you for that. I feel like my whole life just flashed before my eyes. Yeah, so this has been a really exciting day. We launched the collab. Started working on this about a year and a half ago. So I joined Scottsdale National a couple of years ago, met Bob and Renee Parsons, really fell in love with the culture that they created there, and you know, obviously a big fan of the clubs, but with the apparel, kind of their disruptive approach and their fashion forward mentality when it came to golf apparel. And so they came to me with this idea to do this capsule, and I was over the moon. It had always been a dream to do something in golf, but my game has never been good enough to credit me, you know, having a line of my own. So to get to bring my fashion kind of cap to this was really fun, and the design team was incredible every step of the way. And you know, it's really meant to be functional for the course, but also lifestyle, and that's what we set out to do. And now we're here, and it's just amazing to see the reaction in real time from people. And I'm going to send you guys some stuff. Make sure you're kitted out.
I don't know if we're quite the demographic here, but Nick, but I'm curious, how do you look at golf fashion in general? Is it too drab? Is it too stuffy? Or what are you attempting to change with this line?
Well, I think that's the thing. You know, over the last couple of years, it's been pretty incredible to see how many people have come to discover this game and love it. You know, and I think that new wave is really exciting. And so when you look at the fashion landscape as it relates to golf as well, it's been massive. And so I think the timing of this could be better. And the thing that PXG has always done so well is, you know, it's a real classic feel, but it's got that modern edge and kind of, you know, shakes things up, which I think is important. I don't mean to say that golf fashion is drab, but I think that it's due time for some of these types of collabs. And if you look out there, there's a lot of them. And I think this is a really exciting moment for all of us.
Nick, how involved did you get in the aesthetic? Were you like Anna Wintour in Devil Wears Prada, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down? I mean, how much did you want to put your own imprint on this collection?
Yeah, I mean, I was thrilled to get to take my love for fashion and, you know, bring my thoughts to the table here and really help build, you know, a cohesive look across the whole capsule. And that really just starts with kind of my influences on the fashion side, and then my understanding of the game and the need for it to obviously have the functionality it needs to for the course. So, you know, just a few of these images that we've got on the screen now, you can see it's got that classic look and feel, but then things like the slides, for instance, which are one of my favorite pieces. You know, inside the see-through sole of the slide, you can see there are spikes, not functional spikes, because that would probably be a little difficult to walk on. But it's really fun to combine that love of golf with this love of fashion and do things that you know, are a little unexpected.
Nick, golf certainly labours under a reputation that dress codes at clubs can be a little too stuffy and a little too restrictive. Have you come across instances in your own golf life where what you show up to the front door of the club wearing maybe raises a few eyebrows?
You know, I have been known to push the envelope from time to time, but I also love the classic feel, you know, and I think that was part of this as well, this conversation. But it's when I got to Scottsdale National and saw that a lot of those rules, and this is the the culture that Bob and Renee kind of created to really make everyone feel welcome and like they could just be themselves and express themselves how they wanted to on the course. It was really cool to see, and the clothes were reflective of that. So it wasn't always your typical, must wear a belt, long pants, tucked in shirt, but just things that made you feel comfortable and confident. Knowing that golf is already an intense and serious game. I think with our clothing, we can express ourselves in different ways.
Nick, in the life of an artist, there are ups and downs, praise and criticism. Has golf provided a reprieve to you in tough times, for example?
Yeah, well, that's one of the main things we've been talking about today is just the benefits that I've seen, from playing golf emotionally and mentally. I think it's a really good sort of analogy for life in some ways, in that, there will be those moments that are really good, tougher moments, and staying calm and cool under pressure is really important. And also learning to laugh, when things don't go your way and you feel like you were riding high after your last hole and you make an 8 on the next one. These things happen in life as well. And I think that ability to sort of take a deep breath and approach the next challenge with, a little bit of enthusiasm. And I think it's a great game to play pre-show. That's one of the things that me and the brothers really sort of started to figure out while on tour, is that it was the perfect activity during the day to get out there and see the cities we're in, but also get some fresh air, some exercise. And, it's been really helpful for us as family as well.
Who is your ideal clothes horse when you look at the PGA Tour, Nick? Who do you look at out there and think, you know what, I can help that guy dress with a little bit more pizzazz?
Oh, wow. I mean, listen, I'd love to see Rory rocking this stuff. And I think he might, although I think he's with Nikes, but he's one of my favorites to watch. I love his swing. I love the way he approaches the game. And, I'm a big fan of Jordan Spieth as well. I've gotten to play with him a few times and shot a commercial with him actually for the Masters for AT&T last year. Great guy. Yeah, there we are. So I'll definitely be sending him some stuff as well.
What do you learn from a Jordan Spieth or hitting batting practice with the LA Angels and Albert Pujols is there? What do you learn from high achievers in different realms of life?
Well, when I've spent time with Jordan, I think one of the things I really admire about his approach to the game is, he's a real competitor, and he cares deeply about the game and playing his best. And we talked a minute before about the ability to hit a bad shot and get back on the horse and keep playing. I think one of the times we played, he mentioned that it's just about approaching each shot as if it's a clean slate and getting up and hitting the best shot you can. And obviously he's a legend and just an amazing guy to spend some time with and play. But yeah, whether it's that or any other profession, I think people playing at the highest level, whether it's sports or music or even an entrepreneur, everyone's probably going to tell you the same thing, which is that it's all about facing that adversity and knowing that if you take that deep breath and find it within yourself, you can accomplish great things.
Well, Nick, the collection is very, very sharp. I'm an XL. He's an L. I'm a size 13 as far as those slides.
I'm a medium, thank you.
You're a medium. I apologize.
Body shaming me.
It must have been the breakfast earlier today. Listen,
I'll get you guys some options.
They're beautiful, beautiful. Listen, enjoy the day in New York City, his hometown now, my hometown back in the day, and we'll speak to you soon, buddy.
All right, all the best, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, he is Nick Jonas. As we go to break, one last look at the new collaboration between PXG and Nick Jonas. Golf Today continues. There are those slides. I'm a sucker for